morning. Good morning. It is Saturday. I am watching for some ones here in just a minute to make sure y'all can hear me. I was up bright and early this morning and went out to do moon pictures. And it's rising a little bit later every day, so I didn't go out to do moon pictures until I bumped my arm. I have a bruise there. Until probably 6 o'clock this morning, but I've been up since about 3:45, 3:30, 3:45. I'm not sure. I had a good night's sleep last night. Went to bed right after our Friday Night Live was over, and slept until 3:30 when the alarm went off. So that was probably at least 6.5, 7 hours of sleep. I'm not sure which. I haven't had a nap yet, and I've been up that long, so yay. I had my chocolate caramel latte with whipped cream on the top. I haven't eaten anything yet today. I haven't been hungry, really. I'll probably eat after this live. That's my plan. Let's get over here to this chat. I've got my table here, so I'm going to lean on my table. Crafting hour, I always have a table here to put my project on while I'm working on it, so I'm not holding it up. My arms getting tired and feel like they're going to fall off, right? That happens. Good morning, Lily T. Good morning, Christina at the Dyson's Crazy Adventure. There's me as Doug and Ava's Place saying hi. I forgot I was on the other channel. I've been sharing out my live. Well, we got emojis right there. Oh, I can't. Nope, I can't click on them. I'm live on my phone. Okay. Never mind that. Christina, there's some ones right there. Christina says, I think I got up too early and been busy outside already. I have not been outside. I've just been relaxing this morning and watching the Lord of the Rings series and just taking it easy. It's felt nice and not stressing out. Not stressing out. Totally. That's been nice. No meltdowns. There's Sandra at Hawkins Family Adventures. Hello. Good morning. Travels and Gardening with DJ. Good morning. Thank you all for being here. Let's see. Oh, the first coffee cup broke in the mail. Christina is making another one, working on another one. That happens. Let's see. All right, well, I'm going to put a marker in the, there it is, right there. Sandra, Hawkins Family Adventures, reminding us that she does AA meeting tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Pacific time. There's Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Good morning and happy Labor Day weekend to you as well, to all of you. Now, I'm live on my phone, but I am too old to read the teeny weeny chat on my phone. So I've got my chat over here on my tablet. So bear with me not looking at you all the time while I'm talking because I'm reading chat. Let's see. All right. Well, what's everybody got planned for today? It is Saturday. It is the weekend. It's Labor Day weekend. We've got the Steampunk Festival going on downtown, which I don't think we're going to make it down to. We got a lot of work to get done here at home in a limited amount of time to get it done, to have it all done by Tuesday when we need to have it all done. So I think we're going to call it a work day When Doug gets home from work, he gets to come home to the work day at home. Poor guy. He'll get a break. It'll be all right. But it's stuff I got to have help with. I can't do it by myself. So what we're doing is we're cleaning and we're sorting and we're rearranging. All that stuff that I call chaos. And it just, oh, it gets me. But it has to be done, right? It has to be done. So it's all good. It's all good. Sandra says her husband is hunting this weekend. And there's Riza. Good morning. Good morning. He has Lily says her husband has a 3-day weekend, and next week he's only working Tuesday and Wednesday. Nice. Christina says 3-day weekend, going to get some crafts done. Yeah, me too. I want to finish this poncho and make a matching hat. That's my goal for the weekend, to get that finished. And then I need to sew my cardigan together. I need to just get it out before I start a new project. I need to finish one of my old projects, works in progress. And oh, that's right. Sandra's reminding us, Hawkins Family Adventures, that tomorrow night is the Jelly Roll concert. And her and Lily T are going to see Jelly Roll, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla say our daughter just bought a house down the road from us, so there's plenty to do around here. You've got a lot to do in the process of that. Absolutely. Lily T says, super excited, jelly rolling in the beach all in the same weekend. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right, well, I am going to attempt something I haven't done before that I now have the ability to do. So we're going to see how it goes. We'll do that. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it says I just gifted 5 memberships. Now, so those went to Ringo and Czar, to Mobang for Your Bucks, who also is already a Patreon member. Be My Light Crochet, Jen Reeves, and The Adventures of Traveling Mike. So those were gifted. We're not able to choose who those memberships go to. YouTube does that automatically. So apparently I have 5 more to use before the month is over. And guess what? This is the last day of the month, so I'm going to do it again. Let's see if I can do it twice. Let's see. I don't know if it'll let me do it twice in one live, but we'll see. We're going to test that right now because they run, I lose them today. But there it goes. Okay. So that YouTube chose the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla, gifted a membership, and Hawkins Family Adventure gifted a membership, Firefly Farm, and Nana Michelle Crochets, and Rainy Ridge. All right. Well, now that I know I can do that, I assume I get more every month. I don't know how many that is because I don't know how long I've been able to do that and didn't realize it. So I'll make sure to get that done in the future. Because that's awesome that we're able to do that. And again, like I said, we're not able to choose who those go to. It's a random thing done by YouTube. Dog, could you quit your snorting? Okay. But as always, he's in the chair behind me. All right. So that should have taken care of all the ones that I had that I could give away. So that's cool. So apparently they give us so many a month. So we'll see how many that is. But stop making all the racket. He's a snorty dog today. Snorty dog, snorty dog. Okay, let's get back over here and check the chat real quick. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, I see the new membership badges for the ones who are here. I see, Sandra, your badge is showing. It's the emblem next to your wrench. If you're not a moderator, then it's next to your name. Gypsy and Vanilla, I see theirs. All right. Okay. Well, I'm going to be working on custom emojis. That's one of the things I'm going to try to accomplish today. I don't know how to do it, but I'm going to see if I can figure it out. I've been told if I have paint, I can do it in paint. And I think I can do resizing in my photo editor. So I'm going to test that theory. And we will see. We will see. All right. Oh, I was going to type this in here. Not very coordinated, but I'm doing better at my live than I was last night. So as far as doing it on my phone, so it'll just get better from here until I've got my other. Make sure there's a fiddle. PNG formats, or I don't even know what that means. What you're telling me, or one. I understand. Make sure there's a fiddle. See. Oh, Sandra says she had to close it out and come back in. She sees it now. There will be a fiddle. There will be probably a Ford truck, like Doug's, and probably a tractor, if we can manage a tractor. We'll see if we can get that figured out today. That's part of my plan. So I assume I'm not echoing. Nobody has said anything about that. So I'm doing better at that today. And I better quit just sitting here relaxing. I better get my crochet out because it's crafting hour. I'm going to drink some water first because I'm thirsty. I have dropped this in the floor 3 times today. I've knocked it off my desk. What is up with that? That's what I want to know. What is up with that? I know what's up with that. I usually set it over here on this side because this side is where I come and go. If I get up from my desk, I walk past you. And I need to sit it over here so my hips don't go whack. Knock it over. I guess that's what's happening. I don't know. Christina says you need a buddy emoji too. We can make that happen. Well, I'm going to try to make that happen. I may have to enlist some help. I don't know. PNG formats. I'm going to write that down because I have no memory. So, PNG formats. Where'd it go? Okay. 411. I assume that's a size. I don't know. So we want to, for sure, we want a fiddle. Y'all want a buddy. I want a tractor for Doug. Maybe his truck. I don't know. Or a Model A. Oh no. Christina says, I did that yesterday with my cup while I was working. Yeah, it's like, it's frustrating. It makes a horrible noise, and it kind of broke it right here. This part. So I made a discovery. I bought, like, months ago when they were on sale for $2. I had Doug get me 3 of these, and I like them because they don't sweat on my desk. And I've not understood why they didn't sweat. I've just enjoyed the fact that they don't sweat and leave a puddle where I leave them sit. Oh, listen to that sound. Ooh. Um, sorry, I got distracted. But I dropped it. The first time I knocked it off my desk, it broke it right here on this little lip. And now I can lift this out. So now I understand why it doesn't sweat. This is the part that sweats, but it's in here. So it doesn't, condensation never reaches here or my desk when it, or, here where it's sitting, because all the condensation is on this one. And I usually have ice in there, so it's usually pretty wet. So now that I knocked it off and broke the little lip off, and it comes out, now I understand why it doesn't condensate all over the place like a regular glass of iced tea or ice water does. It's just water. It doesn't even have any ice in it. What the heck? It's because my ice melted. I'm not doing so. I just got over a stomach bug, and I mean, water doesn't even. I love to drink ice water. I will crave ice water, but it doesn't even sound good to me. So I'm worried I'm going to get dehydrated if I'm not already. And I'm going to try to drink a lot of water today. To get that done, what I'll have to do, I have to like blackmail myself sometimes. And by that, I mean, I have to like sit a can of Coke over there. And it's like after I have 2 waters, which is this is 20 ounces. After I have 2 waters, I can have that can of soda. Or after I drink 2 of those waters, I can have another chocolate and caramel coffee. That's what I mean. I sometimes have to blackmail myself too. I guess instead of blackmailing, I should call it encouragement. That has a more positive spin to it. I encourage myself. Whichever way you want to call it. I just got to get it in. I just got to get it in me, right? Get this water in me. All right. Enough of that. I've already got my poncho laying up here. Y'all, I gotta show you what I did because it's working out fabulous and I'm excited. So I didn't have a bag or a duffel bag or a crafting bag to keep my project in. So here's what I did. Here's what I did. So we shop at Aldi's a lot. We buy. Our truck doesn't have air conditioning, and usually the groceries have to sit in the back in the camper. Where we have a camper. Oh, there's my Aleve. I lost it. Okay, so the other day we took my office outside, and so I took my crochet. So I took this so I could have some. I'm not sponsored. It just happened to be in my bag. Getting it out, and so it's my Aldi's thermal bag to keep your food cold or your frozen food cold. And I have my whole poncho in here, and all my yarn I'm using, and a pack of socks. I don't know why they're in here. And yeah, so it holds my whole project, and it's awesome. Even the poncho, the one I already made, even fits in there. So it's working great. I can just sit it out right here in the floor and crochet my little heart out. Yeah, that's called ingenuity. It's not fancy, it's not real pretty, but it's working great until I need it for the grocery store. But I have 2 of these, so I'm going to keep using this one until I need it for the grocery store, and then I'll put the stuff back in my drawer. I've been keeping it in my desk drawer, which worked great, but this is even better because I can put it where I want it to be, where it's convenient. So yay for convenience, and yay for the grocery insulated shopping bags. Yay! All right, let's see. Let's go back to my chat one more time. Oh no, Sandra says Highway 101 is closed due to bridge needs fixed. Oh, I hope they fix it fast because that's a popular highway and beautiful drive. Sandra says I eat ice all day, every day. Lily's laughing, saying you are just like me. Oh, you're bribing yourself. Okay, that's better than blackmailing. I'm bribing myself to get my water in so I can have that soda or flavored coffee. I got to reward myself. It's incentive. A little bribe goes a long way sometimes. Oh my goodness. Rainy Ridge, hello. I did some membership gifting today. I hope you noticed that you got one. And let's see here. Sandra says, I need to get back to crocheting. You know, if I used to do this before, I only had a couple of people who did it, but we would get together, not even on a live, we'd just get together on video calls or in my StreamYard basement and crochet and just talk. And no pressure that you're live or anything like that. Just getting together to work together. Or if someone had questions, now I don't know everything, and I know even less since my concussion, but since my head injury. But then I was there to help somebody if they needed help or had a question. If it was something I could answer, I would do that. If I could not, we would investigate and find the answer, right? Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla says, just try and use some simple pictures that relate to your channel. Cut out the background or crop to a square size or a circle at a 1:1 ratio, and you can use an existing photo, but memory size matters. Okay. All right. All right. Travels and Gardening with DJ says, that's very helpful, Gypsy. Thank you very much. DJ Travels and Gardening with DJ says we might be going live quite a bit if I can get my new equipment this month. Nice. So our computer went out, and so I'm on my phone, and last night it was total chaos. It was just chaos. But today I've got it together a little bit better. The experience from last night made today easier. And I already have StreamYard up on my phone now. And last night I had to sign into everything. I had to go through the security checks. I had to get the secret code sent to my phone and all this. And it took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to take to get it going. So, but I'm good now. All right. Keep getting sidetracked. Let's get this stuff out of here. So today, where I'm at on my poncho is right here. Oh, Wait a minute. I thought I was done with that one. Why is it still connected to this yarn? I thought I had all my panels done. I thought I was going to be sewing them together. So anyway, so here's the one that I made like a long time ago. I don't even know what year it was. And I just love it. I haven't worn it out yet, but I've worn it a lot. So here's the front and the back are the same. And then the side panels, they're on my shoulders and my arms, are the accent color, which for this one was white. So it was two colors of blue and then white. And you sew them together and it makes a poncho. So for this one, I chose to only go with two colors. So they go together like this, but so I have two that look like this. And then my accent is the light blue from that same panel that looks like this. So I thought I was ready to sew them together, but I seem to have one attached to a skein of yarn. And a stitch marker is still in place. So where am I? Oh, I just got to finish single crocheting around that edge. Oh, wait a minute. I must have ripped something out because that's... Okay, let's figure this out. So I'm right there, and I'm here, and I did this row, and I did that, I did this, I did that, that, did this, I did that, I did that. So I'm right here. Oh, well, I guess I'll just finish this square. I'm not ready to sew them together. I totally thought I was just gonna like sew these together. We'll crochet them together. Okay, let me have this stitch marker here. Oh, I moved my finger. Now I gotta figure out where I am again. Oh well, it didn't take that long to figure out where I was. So let's do it one more time with a stitch marker in my hand. Okay, so I did. It makes me nervous to have that stuff in my mouth. Did that. No, don't fall. The project bag is falling out of the chair I sat it in. Okay. So I did this. I did this, 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 did that, and I'm on that row right there. All right, stitch marker place, crochet hook almost in my hand, crochet hook in my hand. Where's the scissors? They're in the drawer. I'll get them when I need them. I'm not going to need them just yet. Okay, I'm going to set this in here where I can pull from it because it's not a center pull. It's coming around the outside. I just had to buy all the blue they had, and that one did not have a center pull. So what do you do when that happens? You pretend either roll it in a ball or you pretend it's a spool. So I'm just pretending it's a spool of yarn. Man, I thought I was done with this, or I'd have worked on it this morning while I was chillaxing. Let's see. Christina says I did great last night. Last night was so chaotic. Friday nights we play music, and music therapy is a real thing, and it really helped me calm down. It really helped me calm down. Rainy Ridge says that's very pretty. Thank you very much. Next, I'm going to make a brighter colored one, and then y'all, green's my favorite color, so I don't know if I'm going to incorporate green into the next one, or I'm just going to make two more. for myself. I don't know. All right, I better quit. I better work and talk. Work and talk, Ava. Work and talk. So, yeah. But what I cannot do is crochet and look at my chat. I used to be able to before my head injury, and I got to work back up to that. Oh, there's Taco Detector. Hello from Chile. Thank you so much for being here. And DJ says, also as of yesterday, I have some new playlists on my channel. Travels when gardening with DJs needing watch hours. They said last night. So I will definitely help with that. I will visit your playlists for sure. Talking Detector says, happy day. Yes, it's a Saturday and I am just relaxing. I don't teach music on Saturdays right now, although I do sometimes, but not right now. I'm strictly Monday through Friday right now with teaching music lessons. Lily says, you and Doug playing music sure makes me in a better mood. We had fun last night. We had fun. We're trying to work in new music and we rearranged everything. And so we have some music in there that I don't know real well on my fiddle. And then when the live was over, I'm like, well, light bulb moment. I just need to have my mandolin over here because, like, the one I only played through one time and stopped because I'm like, this is too hard right now. It doesn't sound good to my ears. I totally could have played on the mandolin, like, whew, and it would have been fun. So I'm just going to start putting the mandolin over here where I can reach it. And for the new stuff, if I'm not feeling confident enough on the fiddle or I haven't, the more I practice, the better they'll get. They're new. They're new. But I can play them on the mandolin, even when I feel like it's hard to do on the fiddle. Sandra says, I love the banjo. I do too, and I've got a whole section of music that I'm learning just banjo tunes. What is beeping? Oh, my phone's about to go dead. Don't go dead, phone. I'm live on you. All right, let's check this battery pack. I'm not used to having to make sure my phone's charged before a live. That one only has 2 bars. I've got one in here that's full. All right, I usually have enough of these laying around. We're good. We do that on purpose. All right, come on. Selfie stick. Actually, it's my gaming stick. Plug this in. Hope it doesn't disconnect me. Nope, we're good. We are plugged in and going still. That's good. I use this to play my game on my phone because my hands are swollen and really sore still. You can tell how swollen I am through here. It's ridiculous. So holding my phone hurts, but I can do this like this and hold my phone, no problem. Or lay it down, but I'm not always where I can lay it down. You know, not playing my game is not an option. Okay? So you do what you gotta do. You adjust. Anyway, so my hand is getting better, but it's not a quick process. But the inflammation is going down. So I'm happy about that. And I'm happy about the fact that crocheting hasn't flared it. It actually relaxes it and it feels better after I crochet. Well, you know, unless I become obsessed with a project and I crochet for 12 hours straight, you know, then my hands are probably not going to feel so good. And I am so guilty of doing that. So I'm trying to moderate my crochet time better. You know, when I'm just crocheting for myself, there's no timetable. It's just do it and it's done when it's done. Now, if I'm making something for somebody else, I'd have to be a little more strict about that, but not overdo it. So, but I usually when I start a project, it's like, I want to get it done. I want to get it done. It stays in the back of my head when I'm doing other things. I want to get it done. I want to get it done. Okay, how do I do those corners? I'm just going straight around. Okay. All right. One more there. I'm almost around, I think. I'm not sure. When you're working with one color, sometimes it's hard to tell. And sometimes when I'm single crocheting, yeah, I got my stitch marker. I put a stitch marker because for me, it's easy to go too far and not realize I'm back to my single crochet row because it's just a little bump in the beginning. So I do mark it. And then I rip out less. All right, but that's why I thought I was done and I'm not. I was done, and when I held it up, I saw a mistake. So I ripped it out and down to the row where the mistake was. It wasn't a big mistake, but I knew it was there and it would have bothered me. Yeah. I can't wait to make this hat. I'm really going to like this hat. I'm going to make it dark blue on the top, like this. I'm going to make it this dark blue on the top with a fold up this color. I think that'll be pretty. And I like having hats to match my outfits. And when my hair was long, I made ponytail hats when I was crocheting before. I made ponytail hats where you could stick your ponytail through the top. But my hair is not long now, so I'm making regular hats for if it's for somebody else, I can do whatever they want done. If they want a ponytail hat or if they want a regular hat. But for me right now, at least this year, it is regular hats. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do about my hair, if I'm going to let it grow back out or if I'm going to keep it like this length. It's not quite there yet, but to tell you the truth, I've had it in a ponytail up so long, I don't even know exactly how long it is. But I do that in the summer because I can't stand the hair on my neck. Not at all. Even when it's short. So I'm at least letting it grow out enough that I can have it all up in a ponytail without any of it falling out. That's my goal. You like my hat? This is Doug's hat. I'm wearing it again. Thank you, honey. Oh, let's see here. See, Rainy Ridge says, "Gotta run. Y'all have a great day. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it." I'm gonna put this in here just so I don't have to hunt where to look. I can just glance up there and see it. So I've been working on my book and the computer went fritz and I was really, really discouraged because of my book in progress and not being able to edit my photos. And I was just getting ready to purchase Photoshop and install it. And I'm glad I hadn't done that yet. I know once you purchase it, you can install it on another device as well, but that would have frustrated me even more. But I have a notebook that I think I can use to try to get these emojis done this weekend. I don't know if I have paint on it or not, but my little editor that's on it lets me resize. So I'm going to try that and see. We are doing good with our moon photography. Now, oh my, that is something else that's messing with my sleep. Is doing the moon photography every night. So it's not just running out and taking a picture. I'm doing a series of photos every night. My camera has built-in color filters of red and blue, as well as just the regulars. So I'm taking 4 different sets of photos, starting zoomed out and then zooming in for as far as it will let me go. This morning and yesterday, it was just a crescent sliver of a moon, which, believe it or not, is bright, and the camera can't focus and zoom in like it does for the other pictures where you see details. So as it's waning now, and as it comes back to come build back up to the full moon, then I'll be able to get really good pictures when it's a 3/4 moon, half moon, or even a quarter moon, but not a full crescent, not a teeny crescent moon. I can get some good details, and so I'm tired a lot. I have to set alarms to get up when I normally would not be up, but it's going to be worth it in the end. And I'm really excited with how they're turning out, because I'm doing better photography now than I was before. I don't know why. I'm talking before my head injury. I don't know why, but I seem to be. Doug even commented on that. He asked me how I'm doing something, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm just doing it. So I'm excited about that. And as far as the book goes, I told Doug, I said, I am not going to get discouraged. I am just going to write in a notebook like we used to do and continue like nothing happened. And I can do my outlines in there. I can do just jot ideas in there. I can do the actual writing in there. And when I can, I'll just type it in into a computer file for my external drive. And that is something else. My external drive is okay. It was plugged in. I was actually using it when the computer black screened and refused to come back on. My external drive is okay. I was worried about that. And that was my meltdown day, when I didn't know if my computer drive was okay, because I've had one get zapped while it was on the computer, and I've lost one that way. And I was not ready to have that happen again. All right, next row. So it's all good. It's all good. Na, 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 na. And I only had one meltdown day, so that's pretty good. The rest of the days I've managed to stay positive. I had to work to stay positive, but for my health, I have lupus. For those of you that don't know, for my health, I try to stay positive as much as I can. Okay, I'm doing double crochets on this row. Just for my health's sake, I've really got to watch myself and my thoughts and how I look at things. I try to be not just a glass half full, but I try to also count my blessings, which will fill your cup even more than it is. And back on track. All right, now how did I do this corner? Oh, Wait, that's not what I'm working on. Those are still, okay, the triple crochets in the corner. Okay. That's what I needed to know. That means I need to undo that stitch and make it a triple crochet. I'm already to my corner. And crafts help. Crafts help. And my art class is helping. I'm also in a sketching class that's supposed to help me sketch for my paintings and do better paintings. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna need to sneeze if you wonder what I tried. Suck like that. Oh, almost. This is ridiculous. Do I need to sneeze or do I not? Because I'm not gonna sit here and do this. I guess I don't. Okay. Oh, okay. So I forgot what I was saying. So I'm in doing a sketching class to get better at my sketching for my watercolors paintings. I'm still working in my abstract class, and that relaxes me. So trying to do some self-care things, and for me, I like to keep busy. Even if I'm watching a movie, I like to be, well, that one didn't need to be a triple crochet. Now I'm back to doubles. Rip it out. There's only one stitch. I don't do well when I just sit, so I like to keep my hands busy. And so I'm really happy that my vision is letting me crochet again. Very happy. Celebrate that a lot. And I need to check my chats. Let's see what's going on over here. Mobang for your box. Hello. Mobang, I gifted some memberships. I just found out that I can gift memberships, and the ones I had expired today because it's the end of the month. So I figured out how to gift my own channel memberships, and you got one. Even though you're a Patreon member, I have no control over who they go to. YouTube picks that. So you're also a channel member for a little while. Christina reminding Tim to drink a lot of water while he's traveling. That reminds me for a sip on this. Because is this my first cup? I think this is my second cup. Water. I say to encourage myself. That water's good. Oh, I learned about anytime we go walking, I bring water now because one time I didn't, and it took longer than I thought it was going to take on our hike. And I usually have a couple of bottles of water in a backpack, sometimes 4 if I'm carrying for Doug too. And if I get tired, then he carries for me. We have walking sticks. Oh, okay. Look at this corner. What does this corner look like? All right. Okay, that's my first time around. Okay, just seeing where I'm at. So this needs to be a double crochet, not a triple. Was right the first time. It's this one that needs to be a triple. Two and one. Okay. Here. It's taking a lot of brain power. All right, so we're doing one here, and then in the same spot. It's a good thing there's a YMCA in town. Took a shower for $5, the best deal ever. He said I didn't think I'd be hiking for 2.5 hours. I did drink a lot of water before heading out, but I wish I had a bottle of water with me. Some chat there. Sticky and salty. Okay, back to what I was doing before I forget. One more triple crochet, and then I'm back to doubles. Buddy Zeb, what are you doing, bud? So one of the things we're doing is we're going through all the kitchen drawers. We found stuff we forgot was in those drawers. Kind of like Christmas when you find stuff you were happy to see. But we're getting rid of some stuff as well, and we're saving what we think somebody could use. There's some things we're just getting rid of. But one of the ways my family always helped other family members is, you know, if somebody needed a couple of pots or pans, you went to your cabinet, you got them out a couple of pots and pans, right? And then that might have meant you got to go get some new pans. Or if they're like I am right now, I seem to have a surplus in my cabinets. So I won't be getting anything new. I'm just going to be downsizing a little bit. But anyway, that way, if one of our kids or our grandkids get an apartment or whatever, we've got a tote that we can give them that has some pots and pans, a few plates, a couple of bowls, and some silverware, maybe some coffee cups, a couple of glasses, you know, whatever, just enough to get them through until they are able to get what they want. And I appreciate being able to do that. I appreciated it when it was done for me. So that's like a tradition that I will enjoy being able to pay forward. That can make a big difference to someone. You know, and then you get to blankets and sheets, towels, put a couple of towels in there, a couple of washcloths in there. You just never know. You never know. All right. I'm around that corner now, finally. finally around the corner and go back to my double crochet. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Christina says the cat took her seat. Mobang says, when my salty sweat dripped in my eyes, it's not a good feeling. Oh, that burns. That burns. Christina says, I just bought 2 canning items yesterday besides more jars. Nice. That's something that I was hoping to do this summer, but it just didn't work out to do any canning. So maybe next year I'll be better at my container gardening. I'll have a better idea of what I want to grow and how much of it I want to grow. And I'll have more containers to add to my container garden. I bought what I could afford to buy, and that's what I'll do again next spring is I'll add more to what I have. Mobig says the cats own you. Says she's mostly in the front room, but she knows I'm in my room and I have treats for her. That'll do it right there. That'll do it. A pumpkin's on my mind. It's almost the pumpkin challenge time. I don't know what I'm going to carve. Doug does such a good job. I don't even try to compete with him because he's going to blow it out of the water. I can't compete with that. So I just try to do my own thing, and I'm not sure what it's going to be this year. If I was working on something really fancy and then my pumpkin broke, I'd be so upset. And that has not happened to Doug yet. He says when you're doing that intricate carving, you just got to go really slow and not get in a hurry. And that's why he must be why he's so good at it, because he is so patient. Me, not so much. Him, very patient. That has to be the secret to his success. That's what he says it is. So, and I think I'm going to be inclined to believe that. Oh, I did that wrong. Rip it. Then put that in my center. That's why I check it each row at a time, because in each section at a time, because I don't know how good I am at talking and crocheting. But it's working. So I'm happy. For me, now it used to upset me if I had to rip something out. But now I just consider it part of the process. And if I don't have to rip anything out to do it again, then I'm happy. If I do, I'm just like, okay, you saw me rip that out. It's like, no big deal. But I'd rather just rip out one little section than 4 or 5 rows, like I had to do earlier in the week. Uh, Sandra says my lilies are done until next year. I know, isn't it sad when the flowers are done until the following year? Oh, Christina says, I just picked 3 big tomatoes today. I need to go out and look at my tomatoes. I probably have a few to pick. There were quite a few green ones out there, but they were still kind of small, so they're probably still growing. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I've been deadheading my flowers that do seeds, and I already sprinkled some of the seed as I cut them, but then I have some bags of seeds here. I got to see when I researched to see when's the best time to throw the seeds. It mostly said in the spring after frost. But when they self seed, they go ahead and drop their seeds now. So I'm doing it both ways and hoping that will ensure that I have optimum growth. Optimum? Did I say that right? Optimum growth in my flower garden. So I've got purple coneflower seeds. I've got white coneflower seeds. I've got the little yellow daisies that are little bitty yellow daisies, wildflowers. I've got marigold seeds. In fact, I spread some of those, and then the heads are still laying out there. I need to go get them in a bag. What else do I got out there? I think I have some white daisies, but they have not bloomed yet. I've got some blanket flowers, and I've done both. I sprinkled some seeds, and then I put some in a bag for next year. Next year, I want to add black-eyed Susans to my flower garden. I love those. I used to have a patch of those, but they were off by themselves, and I just want them around the edge of my garden. And I don't know if I'm gonna. I like coleus because it's so beautiful, and it's beautiful now. It's getting ready to bloom, so I think it will have seeds. I'm not sure. Well, I planted seeds, so they have seeds, but I've never harvested and saved seeds from there. But I have one little bloom that's just like this tall, and it'll get taller, and I'll just have to keep an eye on it and try to save it if I can. But I'm thinking about putting more coleus around in places I didn't have it. I have it by my swing right now, at the end of my swing, and it's just so pretty. All right, and there I'm back to that row. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. And I joined it. That row is complete. So let's move this marker. And now we're doing this. Okay. We're back to a shell stitch. So we're gonna flip stitch over to where I want to be. And do double crochet clusters. This is an easy row. Easy row. 2. Sandra says, I'm going to dig into the bucket and get some of the bulbs out and put some in a new bucket. Yeah, separating them out. That's a good way to do it. I try to do gardening as economically as I can. And this year, like the reason my white daisies haven't bloomed yet is first of all, I was late getting my gardens in. And second, it was from seed. So were my blanket flowers. They were from seed, and they're finally blooming. And so I have faith that my white daisies will as well. And if not, hopefully they make it through the winter and they bloom for me next year. That is my hope. which made me think of something. So I'm going to write that down. I have to do that now because I have no short-term memory at all. And if I think about it, I better write it down or it's just going to be gone. Okay. I just thought of my friend channel, Hope Bus. As I said, that's my hope. So that reminded me of the Hope Bus channel. I haven't seen anything from them in a while, and I'm finding myself unsubscribed to so many channels, and they're channels that I watch. They're my friends. It's not channels that I haven't been to in a while. It's everyone. And I'm finding it really frustrating because that means they're not showing up in my notifications. And like I'll think about somebody and I'll go to their channel and I have to subscribe. And that's why they haven't been in my feed or my notifications because here I am unsubscribed. And I didn't do it. I'm innocent of this. I didn't do it. That's, the gardening is something that also, the crochet gives me peace, or music gives me peace, and gardening gives me peace. But on some days, it's a chore wrestling that water hose around, but on most days, it is not. Most days, it's part of the fun. I'm really, really hot or I'm really, really tired. I've learned not to put the watering off till later because sometimes when later comes, I'm really tired and then I'm a grumpy garden waterer. And I don't want to be a grumpy garden waterer. I want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy my plants. Tell them they're pretty. Anybody else tell their plants how pretty they are? Or how pretty they're gonna be? I keep telling my daisies, you're gonna be so pretty. And they will when they finally bloom. Come on. I think I have a cucumber ready to pick today. I was eyeballing it. The trick is you got to pick your stuff before something gets to it. Like the deer ate all my spinach. I had 2 containers full of spinach and gone. I didn't pick it in time. What else did they eat? They ate 1 container of my bell peppers. Actually, they ate down to the nibs and they didn't make it. I was hoping they would come back, but they didn't. But when you live by the woods, that happens. So I'm not surprised. The deer ate something. They also ate my Swiss chard, but it came back. They didn't eat any of my leaf lettuce. You know what I'm hungry for? This is a good sign because like I said, I've had a stomach bug. I'm just getting over. I'm hungry for a BLT. Now, doesn't that sound good? That sounds really good to me. I've got the LT. I don't think I have any bacon. If I do, it's in the freezer. I bet there's going to be bacon in my future, in my near future. Let's see. Christina says, I've not seen much from Hope Bus either. I'll have to check in on them today. Christina says she has a cucumber ready. She says, I'm glad I don't have deer sometimes, but it would be cool. We do have raccoons. We have raccoons and possums. We see them every night. Christina said my live last night made her want a BLT. Well, I'm still wanting one. I'm still wanting one. So we also have got to get our cooking schedule worked out to where who cooks on what night, because when I'm cooking, I really prefer to use the slow cooker. And so I have to know ahead of time when it's my night to cook. Um, Doug, he'll cook anytime. He doesn't care. But I really prefer to have my slow cooker ingredients available on my night to cook. So I've assigned myself Monday nights because Doug doesn't get much rest on Mondays. He gets home from work, and then I teach at my students' home. So he gets home, he heads out, comes in, says hi. We hop on the truck and we go to teach music lessons, and then um, I have my live that night, Moon Gazing Live. So he doesn't get much rest, and neither one of us really have much time for cooking. So I assigned myself that day for slow cooker, whatever I'm making the slow cooker. I'm excited that it's soup weather, almost soup weather, because I like having soups and sandwiches. I've always been a sandwich person. It doesn't even have to be fancy sandwich. I even get hungry for bologna sometimes and get bologna sandwiches. I like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I like peanut butter, jelly, and banana sandwiches. That's what Doug has. My favorite that Doug makes is a hot ham and cheese. So good. Melts in your mouth. As it gets bigger, each round takes a little longer to get all the way around. I've got one more side and then I'm around. Let's look at the clock here. Uh, Christina says, I have tomatoes and bread. I need bacon and lettuce. I'm having a tomato sandwich right after this live. uh, Sandra says, my little sister has deer, elk, and bears all come to eat in her garden. Wow. What do the bears eat? I think I'm going to sneeze again. I did. I sneezed. Yay. Now maybe it can just be over. Yay. Okay. Chief is here. Hello. Good morning. Christina says hot ham and cheese with tomato. I've never had that with tomato on it. I bet that is good. I bet that is good. Bless you. Thank you. You got here just in time for my sneeze. Oh, I forgot to turn on any music. Not everybody likes the music. It just makes me feel better because I do less talking when I'm crocheting because I'm concentrating, and it just makes me feel better to hear it in the background. It helps me relax and not freak out because there's space between talking. I'm not one of those people that thinks if I'm live I have to talk the entire time, fill every minute with talking, but sometimes I go a little longer than I mean to when I'm concentrating. So Last time I tried to bring someone up on my phone, it's almost like my phone just wouldn't support it. What I'd like to do is talk a lot for the first while, and then in the second while, invite people up to work on their projects with me. It'd be like sitting around in the living room working on our projects. We're out on the deck or the porch, like Niecy's has her porch. We just got the patio table umbrella out last week. We hadn't needed it because I've only been out there in the mornings. We were out there in the afternoon the other day. It was a must. All right, this together. There's another row done. All right. It's looking like a granny square. And I like all the different designs, it's harder to see. It's easier to see the different designs with the different colors. You can tell that they're different in the different rows. It stands out more. All right, now what am I doing? Well, how are we on time? Okay. Christina says you're making me hungry. And Ava, you need to put tomato on your hot ham and cheese. No, you still have a badge. I see it. I can see it. You have got your name, your wrench, and your badge. Christina says, I'm being lazy at the moment and not working on anything yet. I need to pull my laptop out and get the design cut so we can weed them out. There you go. There you go. Well, I've got a new pattern that I've designed, and I'm gonna write it out as a corner to corner pattern, and then I'm gonna write it out as a double crochet pattern. And it's a tractor for Doug. So that's exciting. I think that's exciting. Yeah, Christina sees it too. Well, that's exciting now that I've learned that I have memberships I can give away. I can gift to people, as well as people gifting them to other people. And I'm glad I know I learned how to do it. And that there's a deadline. You have so many a month, I guess. I think it's 5 a month. I don't know. We'll find out when it's the new month. We'll see what I got. Christina says I also have some wood to cut and paint. Ooh. Sandra says I can't read patterns. It was hard for me in the beginning, but the more I did it, the easier it got. I can sometimes do just the written directions. Sometimes I use charts, crochet charts. And sometimes just, looking at the project, and when you buy a pattern that usually has pictures as well as the chart. They don't all give you a chart, but it's usually always written out, step row 1, row 2, row 3. And sometimes I don't understand the written, and if I can see either they included a chart or they included a picture, I can look at the picture and kind of figure it out. If not, Google is my friend. I also have a crochet encyclopedia, crochet stitch encyclopedia. That helps too. In my Crochet World magazines, they usually have their back cover shows you how to do different stitches. And I don't know, I've not tested this theory because I've crocheted for a long time. So I only use it when I need it for a reference. I'm hoping that what they're doing there is they're including all the stitches that are used in the patterns of that issue. That would be very nice. That would be very nice. Yeah, Christina says I have to use a cheat sheet on patterns. Well, they're confusing. I don't think it's not that you're not smart enough. It's confusing. It can be really confusing. It can be. And I'm having to learn how to read patterns again. And it's hard. It is hard. It's a skill. The more you do it, the better it gets. And have I used all my battery pack? No, it's just not charging. It was charging and now it's quit. Excuse me a moment. Is it now? Well, my phone's really hot. My phone is really, really hot. So maybe I ought to just let it sit and cool. I don't want to lose my phone as well by overusing it. So I better let my phone cool down, y'all, because it really is hot. I didn't know it was that hot. But thank you for joining me today for this live and for just being you. And you all make my day. I enjoy spending time with you, whether it's my live or someone else's live. When we're all in the chats, or it's your live and I'm in the chat, it's always fun. And you all always brighten my day. Boy, that looks, I bumped my arm on something when I was walking by it. So we're moving stuff around, and I got file cabinets, those big metal, old-fashioned file cabinets, and that's what I hit my arm on. Then I've got exercise equipment. I've got my Eclipse, my elliptical machine, and I've got my exercise bike. And this actually might have been the elliptical machine. That looks more like the right height for that. One of the bars. I don't know. I remember it hurt. I remember that it hurt. Christina says, have a great rest of the day. Sandra says, love you all. And don't forget about the AA meeting tomorrow at 11 Pacific time. I will be there. I will be there. And just always remember that you are awesome. You are amazing. You are worthy. You are worth it. You deserve the best of things and happiness. And keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. And if you're struggling right now, just know you're not alone. I've been struggling. And just try to stay as positive as you can, because it does make a difference. And hang on with all you got and never give up. That's the important thing, is never give up. I love you all. I can't pull up comments on my phone. My eyes are not good enough to read the little teeny weeny print. When I'm back to doing it on the laptop, I'll be back to doing that too, because I think it's fun. But just know we love you. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day.